time to let it go. Today I'm going to be speaking about how letting go is actually the secret to living your life. You just feel so much lighter and to be able to experience life in its fullest form. We all hold on to people and places and memories of the past, but more importantly, all of these past versions of ourselves. And we let these memories and moments just kind of become the standard of everything. I mean, how can we not? It's, you know, it's all that we know. It's all that we've experienced. But we let all of these things that we've experienced in our life become the standard. We let it become everything that we compare what's ahead of us to when things have gone wrong in the past, or people have wronged you, or you even hold on to these past versions of yourself. You compare everything of what's up ahead to all of the bad things that have been weighing you down in the past. That's not to say that you don't deserve a life that's completely different from all that you've experienced. But when you really hang on to all of these things that aren't even existing in your present moment anymore, it really just keeps you in the past. You don't get to fully live your life in the present or even get excited about the future, because we just ruminate so much on the things that have happened to us in our lives all the way up until now. You don't get to live your life. You don't get to be present in your body or have your mind feel free of anything. All that we have is right now. All of the people that you've met in your life up until this point, they are all in the past, unless they're sitting right in front of you, unless they're around you right now in this very moment. I'm sitting alone right now in this room, and so that makes everyone that I've ever met and those encounters in the past. What we keep in our mind are all of these conversations, these memories, these ideas that we have of people. That's what we keep of them in our mind. But that's not the present moment. And that's also not the future. Especially when you hold on to all of these past versions of yourself, that becomes who you are right now. I thought that my voice didn't matter in the past, that I had nothing important to say. None of my experiences could have added value to anyone, right? That's something that I could think of myself right now. But by me doing that, I'm holding all of these past versions of myself to the standard of what I am now, and it stops me from being who I could be in this moment, and stops me from being everything that I could be in the future. Because I only know what has happened to me in the past and these versions of me in the past. I'd like to believe that I can change and that I could be whoever I want to be. Of course, it's so much easier said than done to just let go and to not think about these things. How can we not? Our mind can only comprehend experiences that we've had. But when you start to let go of all that we've had, your mind makes more room for all that you could have. And it leaves more room for everything that you have right now. And you really start to appreciate all that you have right now and all that you are right now. The Buddha said that wisdom comes only from the abandonment of selfish craving. It could be selfish of me to hold other people to the standards of the past versions of themselves that I hold in my mind. For example, like if I had a friend I've outgrown, right? It would be selfish of me to hold that person as who they are now to only the past version of them that I know and that I keep in my mind. It could have been years since I've last talked to them. I don't know who they are now, but it's selfish of me to hold them to that standard of the past version of themselves. It only hurts me and not them. But by me holding on to that and by me projecting that onto who they could be right now, that's hurting me and that's hurting them. And it really hurts the idea that I used to have of them. It's time to stop being selfish and just free your mind of all of these expectations, because at the end of the day, you can really only control yourself and your own actions. And so make the choice to let go of these things and to stop comparing everything else to what you can't compare them to. You can only compare yourself to past versions of yourself. And that's how we grow. Wisdom only comes from the abandonment of selfish craving. So no matter what has happened to us in the past, we should know better to leave what's in the past. But we can take with us what we've learned and to set stronger and healthier boundaries for us of what we will accept in the present and in the future. But holding resentment against other people or situations, it only hurts yourself. Most of the time, a lot of people they don't know any better. They don't know any better. I was living in mental conflict for so long, for a majority of my life. And I can look back at all of the things that I know I could have done to hurt other people. But I treat myself with compassion and grace because I didn't know any better. And I wish I could say sorry to everyone that I've encountered that I subconsciously or, unconsciously was causing conflict to, because I didn't know better then, but I know so much more now. People don't know any better unless they're shown better, unless they are told better. So show them better. For so long, like I said, I thought that my voice didn't matter. But until I actually started saying something, that's when I started to see changes in the people and my environment around me. Choose to speak up when you think that you are being wronged, and use your voice and believe that people can change. Because if you then speak up and you use your voice and people don't change, then you know better to know that's not something that you deserve in your present or in your future. When I let go, that's when I fully started living my life. My mind was free-flowing with more creative ideas instead of being bogged down from all these things of the past that I was just carrying for so long. I feel so much lighter, and I finally feel free. And I finally feel like I'm in control of everything that I could want in my life, because I'm not holding on to the past anymore. I'm just looking forward to the future and fully living in the present. I'm gonna link down below this Alan Watts mix that completely changed my life, and it's a lo-fi hip-hop mix. It's amazing. Alan Watts talks about a lot of these different concepts taken in a handful of different ways if you can't understand it one way. So yeah, I'm just want everyone to live their best life to the fullest, and yeah, what's in the past is in the past. So see you all later.